Welcome to the world of paintball. This is Brothers in Paint. In recent years, consumer tribes and collectives have become important categories in consumer culture theory. Consumer groups have been seen from a number of viewpoints, which have claimed centrality in the very definition of marketplace cultures. In these prior consumer tribe studies, the main approaches have included subcultural, microcultural, postmodern, and sociological. We wish to blaze a new trail by exploring tribal sociability and identity from a practice-based perspective. This means that we're not emphasizing the usual research focuses into meaning-making processes and systems of signification. Rather, the objective of this video is to explore and conceptualize tribal consumer culture and marketplace dynamics in a new way. Theoretically, we draw on Shatsky's ideas of the site of the social. In so doing, we're also interested in how these marketplace dynamics come into being, how they're organized, and also how they evolve. We chose paintball as a tribal context because it gives us access to a rapidly changing marketplace dynamic in an intriguing setting. Questions to be answered include: what makes people want to play it? What does playing it entail? Why does this extreme sport exist in its present form? And how did it come into being? What roles may such things as teams, brands, companies, playing sites, equipment, and tribal practitioners' motivations play in the practice of paintball? This team-based sport is currently played in over 110 countries and counts more adherents than snowboarding or rugby. Nevertheless, it has eluded wide recognition compared to mainstream sports, even it has now become a high-technology athletic sport that is played in front of crowds. Paintball provided us an ideal opportunity to conduct transnational research in a context allowing an insider's perspective and access to tribal practices. This video is an account of research carried out at large-scale paintball tournaments in 6 countries during 2008. The material was collected with an ethnographic method guided by a strong autoethnographic orientation. The interviewees include players from professional and amateur levels and high-level company executives. In a nutshell, paintball is played as follows. In a typical game of paintball, 2 teams of 5 players engage each other on a field set up with symmetrical bunkers, behind which players can avoid being hit by paintballs shot by the opposing team. A game lasts usually 15 minutes, during which teams play an amount of points. Teams start a point from opposing ends of the field and advance toward the opponents through the field while shooting them with paintball markers. A point is won by removing all the opponents from the field by shooting them with a paintball and then pressing a buzzer at the opponent's end of the field. The tactics teams use are far from ad hoc, as teams spend considerable amounts of time practicing specific bunker layouts and mapping the most effective game plans to respond to different tactical situations during gameplay.
Really think that you have in paintball such an adrenaline. I mean, I did a lot of sports, team sports, like I play handball, I play a lot soccer at a very high level. I didn't have this feeling. I start to have this feeling when I start to do extreme sports, like sky jumping, etc. But here is all the time the same. First, it's a team sport, so you find everything you can find on the team sport, like hockey or basketball or football, rugby, whatever. Plus this adrenaline, which is 10 times higher than a traditional team sport. So I think this adrenaline, this rush that you have, it's incredible. I mean, it's why we compare paintball as an extreme sport. Because when you have tried, when you have played, this is what all the play will tell you. It's the adrenaline that you create.
Funny. No, it's very funny. Paintball is very weird because you spend a lot of money when you are not in a good level, you know, and every time you play more and more and more, it's like more addictive. You need to work. You need 2 works to play paintball, you know.
Right.
You have a mortgage to pay, then you have to pay paintball. It's impossible to live. Yeah, it's weird. For example, when I was young, I play skateboard and BMX.
Right.
And these are sports that one man.
Exactly.
I only have to trust in me.
Yeah.
I only have to be focused on myself.
Right.
And this, when you, for example, make a game plan, you have to put your guys, your teammates. You come there, you go there, you go there.
Right.
And you have to be like a family, or like a hand, with the fingers.
Right.
When a hand, you put the fist, you hit.
Yeah, you smash it. Yeah.
You have to be like this.
Yeah.
It's important, and you have to think in the others. And when it's very weird. It's very weird. Somebody that don't play paintball can understand.
No.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And the excitement about playing, the adrenaline running through your body when you're playing, I've played dozens of sports, football, handball, stuff like that, but I don't get that same feeling as I get from paintball. And I think you get more committed to other guys and other your teammates in this particular sport than anyone else. So
if you really want to do something in paintball, basically I kind of figure it must be kind of like the same as in the army. You eat shit and sleep together for long amounts of time. I mean, the tourneys, the practices, the whatever. I mean, you travel abroad all the time with each other. You get under the skin of other people, of your teammates. That's amazing. Instead of just doing football practice twice a week, going to the field Saturday, playing a game, going home. I mean, it's
just like a family. Just like a family. Yeah, no difference between this and a family back home. Except for the blood.
Oh, you're my white brother.
Oh, usually, when do you feel good about playing paintball?
What's the best thing?
When I'm kitting up for a game, standing next to my 4 buddies, ready to enter the field, and getting all psyched up mentally and know what you have to do. That's the best thing. The thrill you got in your stomach and your head, that's the best thing. Yes. Yeah.
Well, definitely when we get home from the tournament, share the bed. That's my best. No, it's definitely when we are on field, we get excited. But when we leave the field after a win, that we know that we did this together, team play. And even if we lose and we lost to a better team, we still we played well. It's a great thing. We were five guys as one unit. It's great.
When do you feel good about training, about in bettering yourself?
When I'm bummed after training, just my legs are hurting and have bruises all over my arms, then I feel like a day of work. And that's what it is, kind of a second work. I think I put just as much effort in playing paintball as I'm doing in my 30 in my work, ordinary work. So that's the best thing.